That's there, 23. It's underneath us right now.
No, the Lando Norris car.
The glasses were doing any good. They're reading glasses. I'm wondering whether he's hurt his arm, unfortunately.
Right.
Hopefully he's not dislocated his shoulder, because that'd be really, really unpleasant. So
Can you see the number on that LN card now?
I'm saying 94. Is there a 94?
Stand by, caller. Keep talking amongst yourselves while I find 94 on the entry
Or
list.
could be 96?
It's probably 96. Archie Hardiman.
Mm.
Yeah.
Were they in the same sort of the track?
Yes, we have. Yeah, Archie Hardiman was.
He's fine.
Was in
His
that
car
midfield.
has had its nose knocked off.
I saw that. I did see the nose cone jumping around. The number 11, who is. That's Gio Leverton, isn't it, on the gold cart? The number 11 was involved as well.
But he's now just he's just come from the back of the holding grid, which you can see the front of on the screen, and he's been moved in position by Sarah. So they only really need to remove the Lando Norris car because the ambulance hasn't had to leave. There are 2 ambulances here, hasn't had to leave. It does look like I'm afraid Ryan's certainly hurt himself a little bit. Kenny Capes says, good luck everyone. Well, didn't work quite well for the first race.
Yeah, thanks, Kenny.
Anders Ladd and Dago Carter, he says, cheering Archie Hogan, Carter Inskip, Clarkson and Ethan Waters in the juniors.
Cool. I'm just checking. We've got all of our classes split off. The only class that we see out every time for their heats is the TKM class. We've got such a subscription. I have no idea what that means, Nick.
It's a special day for the TKMs today.
Oh, yes. What
does that look like? Like an O, doesn't it?
Look like the clock is ticking.
Oh, okay.
Shall we mention that when we got TKMs actually on the track?
We're filling now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are filling. Yeah. I can mention our Southern Cup champions.
Go on then.
After 3 rounds, forming the Southern Cup. It's certainly new to us, and I think it was a new concept to the Junction 6 NKC into 2024. I'm not sure if the NKC actually did this in the very early days of the NKC, where they had a Southern Cup and a Northern Cup. But Jaden Sherwood is the Southern Cup champion. It's all points counting in the 3 rounds. The championship table, the overall championship table, with 1 drop round after 3 rounds, has Lucas Howell, the number 19, who was the winner at Dunkerswell. He was second at Forest Edge, and then he was 10th at round 1. So Lucas really coming into form in rounds 2 and 3. He's got the championship lead on 486 points. But Jaden Sherwood, who took the honours for the Southern Cup, he's only 1 point behind in second place. So Lucas Howell and Jaden Sherwood really are absolute head-to-head, neck and neck at the halfway point. Not that far away from them in the points with 1 dropped score is Charlie Green. Now Charles Green, or Cheesy Green as he's known in the paddock here.
Or Blue Cheesy Green today.
This weekend he's Blue Cheesy Green.
Cheesy
And
Green.
why is he Blue Cheese?
Because he's dyed his hair blue. Apparently, he's done it for the last 3 summer holidays. He dyes his hair blue and then shaves it off just before school starts.
So he's got another 2 weeks of being Blue Cheese.
Yes.
Blue Cheesy.
Hello to one of our good friends, Laura Stewart.
Oh, Laura's watching.
Hello to Eddie as well.
With her feet up.
I don't know, she probably just...
Eddie's got a weekend off.
She probably just
could have been here.
She probably mucked out the mini horse or something, you know.
Yes. Can't be much to muck out from a mini horse, surely.
I don't know. I used to have it. It's no indication. We used to have greyhounds, and greyhounds are quite slight. They produce so much waste.
Is that right?
They're really inefficient eaters.
So it's not like mucking out a big, normal-sized horse.
Well, it's a greyhound, but I mean, that's
no,
a dog.
I mean.
No, it's an interesting question, actually. And perhaps next time Laura's in, we'll ask her whether if your horse is 10% the size of a real horse, you get 10% the muck.
10% of the poo.
Who knows?
So not as much manure from a mini horse. We've got the carts moving.
Yes,
Nick,
we can stop talking manure, can't we?
We can stop talking about I don't think I can say that word. But hopefully you've got your feet up in the garden, Laura, and you've got the coffee on, because it is early for a Sunday morning. 11 minutes past 9 here.
What I liked
Sunday
is
morning
when we came in, we said, "Well, when do you think lunch will be? When do you think?" Well, if nothing goes wrong, it'll be. And they've managed to lose.
Yeah, I know.
11 minutes, 12 minutes straight away. Yeah, but we've had one corner.
Yeah, we are.
At this rate, we're going to finish in 2029.
Well, let's see if we can get... We talked about the intensity of yesterday's heats, and maybe you said, maybe they'll calm down after that. Here we go then. They're at the boot. Okay. We'll miss out the Nouvelle chicane, the new chicane here at Whilton Mill. That has completely changed the nature of this last section of track here at Whilton Mill. So it's the Coles driver, the number 10, Will Swales, who will control the pace around onto the start-finish straight. It's a nicely controlled grid, and we get them underway again. And it's not Swales who leads into oblivion, though. Freddie Whirlock, I think that was on the number 88. This time everybody gets through Crook.
There was some circumspection going through there. People going, yeah, I don't think I want... No, I will just take it easy this time.
Oh, and Will Swales had dropped to third. He's got the all-plate order of Lucas Howell, championship leader, who has moved through and into the lead. Oh, and there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on there, Nick.
Yeah, coming down to Ashby, they're really having a go at it, weren't they? But again, as we said, they've all calmed down. But a good break at the front.
If that's calming down.
Yeah, I know.
Then we'll have lunch around 5 p.m, I think.
Yeah.
We've got absolute intense racing here. All very important on this first lap to make up as much ground as you can. Everybody squirming around on relatively cool tyres. Whatever heat they got into that early pace into the first turn has now gone with them sitting there on the track. And after one lap, Freddie Whirlock, it was indeed the number 88 who got off into the lead. Lucas Howell second, Daniel Clancy on the 333 numbered cart there in third, but about to lose out to Will Swales, who now takes down the inside, takes that position back. So Will Swales, the pole sitter, and we've got a cart off backwards at Christmas, is it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Christmas.
Yeah.
It was in Inkermans.
Inkermans, yeah, come through. Okay, so they've settled themselves down quite nice. A great start by Freddie Whirlock, got a second and a half ahead, and he is not really losing that. Lucas, and they're now side by side there. That's the 79. Yeah, I think that's George Kay getting aggressive, coming through Chapman. Up through the boot now to the Nouvelle chicane for the second time. This is where the chassis manufacturers rub their hands with glee as 26 young men systematically destroy their fathers' and mothers' checkbooks.
Yes, I think you're right, Nick. That chicane is a very, very challenging bit of racetrack here in the UK now.
It was Leo Basterfield who fell off, I think.
It was Leo Basterfield because he's disappeared down the order. Freddie Whirlock, though, he's got a 1.5 second lead on Lucas Howell. But everything's settling down at the front of the field. However, mixed grid racing always brings this very, very busy racetrack all the way down the field as people who are starting at the back may have the pace to run at the front and have got to make their way through. And there's some acts of desperation going on out there I can see in the midfield.
So we were looking there, the red cart there at the front of that second ago, that was Ben Adrian, the 48. Behind him was George Kay and the 79. And now we've got one of the bright orange CRG carts, 187. So that's 167. That's Oliver Meek, who made up 4 places in that last lap. He's now number 7, and he's behind Traverse. So Traverse, you can see there in that 67 with the blue stripes in his helmet. And this next gaggle of carts coming towards Christmas Corner, and they sweep round now through Inkermans.
Downhill into Ashby. It's off camber there. You really see the off camber nature of that. That's not the camera. That's not the camera being a bit askew. That is the downhill exit curb, and it slopes off to the left and just like a magnet pulls your car to the outside of the track. Here comes the leader though, just ahead of this group of and there down the inside. The 167 was that Nathan Traverse again, yeah. Inside of George Kay, using the curb at the chicane as well, and already pulling out a gap to George Kay as they cross the line. It's still Whirlock in the lead, Howell second, Will Swales third, Ben Adrian fourth, Nathan Traverse now up to fifth, George Kay down to sixth, Oliver Meek, Daniel Clancy, Samuel Ashton, and then rounding off the top 10 is Matt Greatrex.
Yeah, there are Inkermans again, and the 48 Adrian now getting a little bit racy with Swales, who made a good move early on, but now that initial pace has been matched by the rest of the field. In those two corners, we actually did see a couple of moves going into the boot, but those who were with us yesterday will see that the result of the Nouvelle chicane is that it's made it quite easy to defend unless you do that.
That's a great move. Ben Adrian absolutely on fire to get by Will Swales. The Coles driver had nothing in the toolkit to keep him back. He'd made the move coming out of the left-hand entry to the boot and then down the inside into the hairpin section. And then you've got the chicane where you can really, like you say, Nick, hold people up. We've got a 3-card battle here. Ben Adrian, Will Swales, Nathan Traverse now. And Nathan Traverse, that's the orange helmeted driver there. just looking like he is about to make a move, and he does earlier than I thought he was.
Yeah, Swells doesn't seem to be overly keen on. Oh, pretty good. We've got our first head tap. He missed it. You're looking out the window to someone's screen. First, follow me. We'll catch him up now. Now I'm ahead, and that was from Traverse in that with the orange helmet, going down the back straight now into the boot, and we'll go through the Nouvelle chicane. And once again, the carts and the backs will take a right hammering.
That new section does concertina the carts together through the boot and into the chicane. However, through and across the line, they spread back out. Here's a move coming from Traverse down the inside of Christmas Corner though, and Traverse is the man on the move. He's up into third place now. Now the gap he's got to the two carts ahead of him, Lucas Howell and Freddie Whirlock, is about just over 4 seconds. So whether Traverse can make that ground up, we're about to see, because with 2.5 minutes remaining, there is indeed time. He's got such pace there. Freddie Whirlock, I'm doubtful whether or not he's got enough pace to catch the actual leader. Fastest lap of the race there from Whirlock with a 47.455. He puts in a 47.515 this time by Lucas Howell goes quickest. 47.2. Traverse 47.4. So the gap extends to 4.6. So Traverse breaking clear from Ben Adrian now in that very solid third place there, the orange cart. And then the blue overalls there of Ben Adrian, keeping in contact, isn't he? He's keeping in contact with Nathan Traverse there. And they are beginning to drop Will Swales. The number 10, the Coles racing driver, in 5th place behind this lot, the top 5 that is, Oliver Meek, George Kay, Owen Keenan, moving up into 8th, Max Greatrex. And there's Melissa Adrian into the top 10. And Melissa started in 13th, so a little bit of ground made up for Melissa. And I think this battle is pretty much done, as Nathan Traverse is in control of that third place, Nick, in the orange helmet. Yep. However, Ben Adrian might just prove that I'm not sure about what I'm talking about, because he's still keeping on that bumper.
Yeah, Adrian looking to make an extra position now, an extra couple of points. Not just, of course, remember with the NKC, your overall championship points include the points you get from the heats. It's up to 50 from each heat, 100 for the overall final. And Adrian stalked behind Traverse. Traverse has had this thing where he's been very quick in the middle of races, Joe. He's kind of made a number of positions and then kind of stopped. We haven't seen a kind of a constant progression through to the back half of the race. We are now down to the last couple of laps.
I'll tell you why. It's because Freddie Whirlock and Lucas Howell are the fastest drivers on the track at the moment, and they're in 1st and 2nd place. So that's why Traverse hasn't made any further ground.
Yeah, but he's not been pulled away either, really.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't been. Yeah, he got by Ben Adrian, and then Ben has just hung on to that rear bumper. Yeah. I'm not sure though. Looking at the, let's call it body language of how the karts make their way around this track, I'm not sure whether Ben Adrian's got a bit of pace to get by. I'm not sure he is, and I think both of these drivers driving absolutely flat chat.
It's going to be touch and go. We get another lap.
Oh, it is touch and go. I'm not sure how that's going to be.
0.9 of a second. We're getting 2 laps to go.
Incredible.
So 2 laps to go there.
Absolutely incredible there, right on the cusp there of it being the final lap. However, it's not. We've got 2 more laps of racing. Let's latch on to pick up our leaders, I think, Nick, because Freddie Whirlock and Lucas Howell have really been the quickest drivers out there.
Yeah, it's the white helmet blue car.
There 88. He is, the number 88. Well done to our camera crew of Frank and Ash. And we've got Lara producing the pictures for us this weekend, making her debut on Karting Live TV. And she tells us she's never done this before, but I don't. I think she has. I think she has.
I'd like to point out that only Ash got a kiss, but Ash gave her a kiss, and he didn't give me one. It's like,
I've never had a kiss off Ash. Here we go then, final lap. Final lap then for this Junior Rotax. It's the 3rd heat for this class. It's not exactly everyone's 3rd heat though. We've got how many heats?
7.
7 heats for.
I don't think anybody would. This is probably some people's second one. I can't think. No one's going to be in 1, 2, and 3, are they?
Yeah, so. No, not at all. Not at all.
So you look at the winners here. Well, there's winners in other heats. So it's not. Oh well, Freddie Whirlock and Lucas Howell. I'm not saying they're not, but they're not the fastest people in the junior road tax. There's no point. Because there's going to be fast people in every single heat, and obviously grid position plays a part of it. And the winner yesterday, obviously Charles Green won one, and who won the other one? The two we had yesterday. So this is another winner in Freddie Wehrlock. And Freddie now takes the cart over the line for the win.
Checkered flag for Freddie Wehrlock in fine style. TH Courses Lucas Howell on the Your Plate. The Your Plate winner at Rowra last month comes through in second. Then we've got Nathan Traverse in a very solid third with Ben Adrian on his rear bumper.
The carts.
Yeah, a mass of midfield runners there, absolutely nose to tail. Behind Ben Adrian, we had Will Swales, Oliver Meek, Owen Keenan, Max Greatrex, George Kay. It was Melissa Adrian on the number 100. That rounded off the top 10, and the rest of the finishers there on the timing bar for everyone to check out where their favourite driver ended up. So as the junior Rotax field make their way round and back into the paddock, we've already got the first of the senior Rotax players out for their first heat of the day. It's the third heat for the senior Rotax. This is the 162 kilogram category. What do I mean by that? Well, we've got two senior Rotax classes. One with a minimum weight of 162 kilograms. They are the carts with the blue number plate and the white number.